The Merry Beggars presents
All aboard!
On the Night Train. Episode 2. One Rotten Explosion.
What was that? Wow. Wow, that was loud.
What's going on? Where are Mama and Dad?
I don't know. I think something exploded. I can't see from here outside the platform. We'd have to go back inside to see. That's the fire brigade.
Is the whole station on fire?
Edith.
Where's Mama? And Dad? Where were they meeting Mr. Pullman? Where are they?
Edith, stop.
I'm sorry, I'm so scared.
Calm down, we're safe. That man who saved us, the one who moved us off the platform, who was he?
Well, he knew my name. He said Mama was okay. I hope Daddy is too.
So we got nothing to worry about. Train travel is dangerous. Accidents happen all the time. Remember? Sam told us so. I'm sure Dad's okay.
But all the screaming and the smoke?
The fire brigade is here, and look, Edith, stop crying and look. All the people are heading back to the station. It was a really incredible explosion, and now it's over.
I don't think it was incredible. It was dangerous.
The railroad is a dangerous place, Edie.
Why is everyone running back to the station? Isn't it on fire?
It must be okay now.
Nobody's on the platform that I can see. It must be... Oh, Paul. Something must have happened to the night train.
Come on, Edie, let's go back.
I don't want to. I'm so scared.
We can find Mama. Fine then, I'll go by myself.
Oh, no. No, don't you leave me by myself.
Then come with me.
I'm coming. Well, wait for me.
Stay calm. Gather by the gates, everybody. All is well. Pullman will explain it.
What did I miss? What happened?
Something exploded. That's all I got.
Lord Almighty, thank you for answering my humble prayer. His wrath has struck down this vile machine.
Why they shut down the station?
They closed the gates.
If they're not letting anybody into the station, how are we going to find Mama?
Maybe somebody's seen her. We can go up to the gates and ask.
Who authorized this? Who authorized this?
My book's over there. Let me through. My books!
Hold my hand. I don't want to lose you.
I won't lose you, Edith. Don't worry so much. Excuse me, sir, but have you seen Mrs. Louise Mallard?
Mrs. who? Mallard? Mrs. Duck, did you say? Ah, Mr. Ackerman, what is going on? These children are talking about ducks, and the gates of the Chicago depot have been closed, and all my books are on the other side of those gates.
Professor, I wish I knew what was going on, but I was not consulted in this matter. And I have no idea who authorized this. We're supposed to be boarding the night train right now.
Please, sir. We're looking for Mrs. Mallard. She's a really pretty lady with auburn hair and brown eyes.
And she likes Ralph Waldo Emerson and books and twice-baked potatoes.
Oh, no, I regret to confess that I have not seen any lady to match that description. Are you sure she's here?
Of course we're sure she's here. She brought us here.
Ah, I see. You've lost your mother. Quite unfortunate, most unfortunate. I'm sure you'll find her. Mr. Ackerman! Mr. Ackerman! My books! My books!
Well, he wasn't any help.
Grumpy old man.
What happened? Look, it's Maddie Crocker.
Who?
Mrs. Maddie Crocker? That's the mean lady Mama was talking to before. Right up by the gates.
She might know where Mama is. Come on, Edith. Let's go to her. Excuse me. Sorry.
Hey, who stepped on my skirt? This horrible crowd is ruffling my dress.
I'm sorry. I just need to get through.
Hey, stop pushing me, boy.
I'm looking for my Mama.
And I'm looking for a story. So stop shoving. This is gonna be a dud. What's my headline? Big scam at the Chicago Central Depot? I'm sure my editor will love that. A waste of my evening.
It won't be worth writing about if the train never makes it out of Illinois.
We'll still get a story.
The unprecedented feat becomes an unprecedented flop. Easy as pie.
Why'd they schedule this race across America for January anyways? Winter is the worst time of the year on the railroad. We have snow in the forecast tonight.
I can't see Maddie Crocker anymore. Do you?
No, she disappeared.
The snow is a sign from God. This trip will be a fiasco.
But avalanches do make good news. Besides, avalanches never happen as frequently as people think. I'm betting that Pullman thought the Rocky Mountains were worth the risk.
It's for the thrill. It's the only way to ring in the new year.
What should we do, Paul? I can't see anything but elbows.
Let's go back to the... Edith, look! It's him!
Who? Where?
Mr. Pullman! They're opening up the gates for him! There he is! Mr. Pullman!
Blow me down. It's George Pullman himself.
Is Daddy with him?
I can't see!
See? Mr. Pullman himself is going to explain it all right now.
I sure hope so. I've been looking forward to this for...
I am George Mortimer Pullman. As you all just saw, our engine's boiler has exploded.
It's a miracle. God's wrath.
It's a disaster.
Mr. Pullman will explain. Just everyone hang on tight. Don't leave.
I was promised a legendary historical event.
Would everyone just settle down so I can hear what George Pullman is saying?
You mean, Mr. Pullman, you can't mean that the whole engine exploded.
Yes, madam, I do. The whole engine exploded.
Oh no! Was Daddy there? Or Sam? Are they okay?
Daddy, I hope Daddy wasn't near there.
Mama said she would meet us by the gates. But what if Daddy and Mama were looking for us by the engine and...
My friends, please, no one was hurt. Aren't you glad this happened before the train departed?
Imagine the horror!
I'm going home to be where God wants me, right where He planted me.
Me too. Come on, Maddie. Reverend Winthrop is right.
Good preacher! My friends, don't be hasty. This is an age of progress for our country, and the night train is leading that progress, pulling us into the future. Don't lose this wonderful opportunity to see your beautiful country just because of a momentary delay.
Momentary delay? The hand of God reaches out to stop this catastrophic journey, and George Pullman calls it a momentary delay.
My good man, we test the engine precisely for this reason, to ensure the safety of our guests, your safety. I treasure each one of you, our valued Pullman passengers, and I know that you are irreplaceable. My loyal passengers, we are in a race to the West Coast with Mr. Wagner's Train Corporation. Do you think that Mr. Wagner is as concerned about the safety of his passengers?
I know that Wagner trains don't have a habit of exploding.
I am sorry to have to inform you, but you are mistaken, my dear. Webster Wagner paid for the funerals of 4 Wagner men just last month.
Why, that's horrible.
Train travel is inherently dangerous, but I will not let that endanger the lives of my passengers. We have a Pullman promise to keep. Safety, reliability, and luxury. On those words, I pledge my life.
Can we still go to Sacramento?
Would a night train still leave tonight?
The train will leave before midnight, I assure you. I will complete a thorough inspection of the new engine myself before I wave you all adieu.
Why aren't you riding the train, Pullman?
I wish I were, my good man. I am joyfully burdened with the planning of a town right here in Chicago for all the Pullman workers. We are creating a utopia for them so they might truly thrive.
A utopia? It'll be hell on earth.
I have been blessed with such important work. I have no time for a vacation.
Henry, must I stay and listen to this crazy man?
He's a genius, Mother.
Excuses. I am not riding on that train. Someone tell me where I can get a refund right now.
Mrs. Hines, don't trouble yourself. This is just a minor mishap. Pullman cars are even safer than your own home.
Do you call the boiler exploding a minor mishap? And who are you, you little greasy man?
Mother, please don't get
I
overexcited.
am Mr. Rudy Ackerman, head of the Pullman train advertisements.
Ladies,
ma'am.
gentlemen, I guarantee that the night train is safe, unlike Mr. Wagner's train, the death traps that they are. My night train is the best equipped train in the world. And I know a thing or two about trains. Now, there are two kinds of boiler explosions. One is called a failure, and it happens when the boiler gives in to the pressure from the steam and water. It could be caused by a failed safety valve, corrosion due to age, or low water level, a myriad of other reasons. In this case, the engine was brand new, as was the boiler, and this was clearly a rare flaw in the materials used. It was a fluke, an accident. We are most fortunate that our procedures dictate that we test all boilers before departing on any and all journeys. Soon, we will have a new engine, which we will also test per procedure.
But are we still going to Sacramento, Mr. Pullman? Why are the gates still closed?
Death trap hurdles across the Union. Boy, that would make a
Gentlemen,
good headline.
listen! The engine is subject to strict safety procedures, as is every part of this train. We are safe. We are Pullman.
Mr. Pullman, are you sure everything on this train is up to Pullman standards? You weren't planning to leave until March. Does the shortened timeline mean that the night...
My dear boy, the fact that the boiler exploded before the engine was attached to my beautiful night train just goes to show you how highly we value safety on this train.
Safety? Safety? Safety, my hat. You value speed, not safety.
I value speed, me. My good preacher, I am George Pullman. I think you must have mistaken me for Webster Wagner. He is the one who is reckless. Wagner trains go 60 miles per hour on the curves. They are ruthless, relentless. Have you seen the Midnight Express? Their customers are just an afterthought. Just use their washrooms and you'll know this to be true. Now, for those wise passengers who fearlessly embark on the train ride of a lifetime, we are exhilarated to welcome you on board the Pullman train. In just a few hours, you'll experience the delights of an all-porcelain Pullman bathroom. So, while the engine is out of commission...
How do you take a train across the United States safely without an engine?
Please! There is another engine on its way here at this very moment. The night train will still leave before midnight.
So who is at fault for the boiler explosion?
Please, sir! There will be enough time to assign guilt. For now, let us not dwell on past misfortunes, but count our blessings. We are a company that values safety above all else. Believe me when I say, if you want safe transport to California, get on this train.
To Mr. George Pullman, our fearless leader, hurrah! 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 Hurrah!
Now, my good reporters, would you like a tour of the Pullman sleeper train?
Well, now, I wasn't expecting that.
Oh, yes, sir, Mr. Pullman. Boy, it's like Christmas come twice in 1 week.
Photographs.
Cameras are welcome, my good man.
Blow me down. He's even letting in the cameras.
Get your tripods, gentlemen. And I believe there are a few among us who so kindly dedicated their evening to see us off, but won't be accompanying us on this journey. Is that so?
Oh, yes! Please, might I see the inside, too?
You, the lovely couple in the center of the crowd. What are your names?
I'm Madeline Crocker, and this is my husband, George.
George! What a brilliant name, isn't it? It's my personal favorite. Come now! Anyone who's interested. There is hot chocolate for anyone who's thirsty in the Delmonico dining car.
Pullman said nobody was hurt. I told you Mama and Dad would be okay. The man who saved us, he knew them.
Who was he?
I don't know. I've never seen him before.
I was so scared everything got blurry. I don't even remember what he looked like.
Let's go. We have to find Mama and Dad.
Not onto the platform. They'll never find us in that crazy crowd. Let's go inside the train station.
I guess that's a good idea.
Wait, that's Mama. Mama!
Paul! Edith!
Thank God I finally found you.
I was so worried about you.
I was worried about you, my loves. I thought you were with Sam. When I saw him on the platform alone, I was terrified.
Where were you when the engine exploded?
I was with Dad and Mr. Pullman. We were inside the station, all safe and sound, but absolutely horrified when we heard everything going to pieces.
Where's Dad? Is he okay?
Yes, he is okay. No one was hurt. It was a miracle. Dad's with Mr. Pullman. He has to get the night train ready for departure.
We just finished our tour, and Sam had walked away when we saw everybody in the crowd getting scared. We started to run to the engine because we wanted to find you, but then this man started shoving us off the platform and telling us to run away as fast as we could. So we did.
Thank God. Do you know who he was?
No, Mama, but he knew who you were. He told me you were safe.
He knew Edith's name.
Thank God.
You should thank Paul's guardian angel, too.
Yes, both of your angels.
Look, Mama. Sam the conductor gave me a pocket watch.
He loaned it to you, Paul.
Same thing, Edith.
No, it isn't.
Anyways, Sam is going to teach me how to be a conductor, too.
That's wonderful. You'd better take very good care of that watch. Now come along, you two, into the station, out of this crowd.
I'm glad the station didn't burn down.
Me too.
Were you scared, Mama, when the explosion happened?
Yes, Edie. I was scared.
Did you cry?
I didn't have time to cry. I had to find you.
Edith cried.
I can understand why.
Paul took good care of me.
I'm proud of both of you. Always take care of each other, you hear me?
Yes, Mama.
Where is Daddy?
He's still with Mr. Pullman taking care of the explosion.
He must be starving. Can I bring him his dinner?
He would love that, Paul. Why don't you and Edith bring it to him in the station master's room?
That's a wonderful plan.
I know where it is. I've been there before. Dad showed me.
Excellent. Here's Dad's dinner.
Great. We'll hurry back, Mom. Come on, Edith.
I'm coming. Wait up.
Such a magnitude on a Pullman sleeper since 1874.
I apologize.
Wait, Paul.
What? We have to give Dad his dinner.
Mr. Pullman sounds angry. Maybe we should wait until he's gone.
Porter saved your little children.
They're talking about
instead
us.
Of calming the crowd.
Mr. Pullman.
Will, listen to me. Children are a threat to our speed and efficiency. Any distraction to you or the rest of the crew is a danger to our defeating Wagner's Midnight Express. And we will win. You do want to win, don't you, William Mallard?
Yes, Mr. Pullman.
I don't like the sound of that.
You can't be Daddy and the head of this train. The first words out of your mouth when the explosion happened weren't meant to calm the crowd or get the men in line, were they?
No.
No. I heard you. Louise, Edith, Saul. That's what I heard. I heard Daddy, husband, not the general manager of the night train.
I didn't know where my family was, and I wanted to
It
make
is
sure
not
that...
possible for you to divide your attention between your duties to the train and to your family. Your family will stay at home in Chicago. My porters need to focus on paying passengers instead of needy children. We must guarantee the luxurious atmosphere of this train.
I don't believe that's a fair conclusion, Mr. Pullman. My children are perfectly capable
the
of...
way. Your children are in my way. If you would like to retain your position, and believe me, there are many who would happily step into your shoes, if you would like to retain your position, the Mallard family, Louise, Edith, and Saul, are not permitted on the night train under any circumstance.
Why does he keep saying Saul? My name is Paul.
You cannot hold them responsible for the explosion, sir.
I can hold them responsible for a million mishaps that have not yet transpired. And I will. If I so much as see them on the platform, there will be consequences, Mallard. You will lose your position.
Pullman is walking towards us. He's coming to this door. I'll tell him what's what.
No, Paul. You'll only make it worse. Stay here until he leaves.
I don't like that Mr. Pullman. I don't want him to teach me about inventions or sleeper trains or anything. If somebody did that to him when he was little, he wouldn't like it one bit.
Paul, be quiet. You'll only make it worse if you yell at him.
Aren't you mad too? Why can't we be on the night train? It isn't fair.
Of course I'm mad. I can't believe it. We've been counting down the days. We've been waiting so long. We had our tickets ready since last summer.
I have to unpack my suitcase without going anywhere first? That's ridiculous.
But we have to stay home in Chicago then, if Daddy wants to keep his job.
It's not our fault the boiler exploded.
But we got to make sure we don't get in the way of Daddy and his work.
That's not what suitcases are made for. Not to go anywhere. I don't like this one bit.
Neither do I.
What took you so long? Did you find your father?
Mama, we got horrible news. Mr. Pullman told Dad that you and Edith and I aren't allowed on the night train anymore. We aren't going on the night train.
Why? What do you mean? I don't... Are you sure?
I'm sure.
He sounded very serious. He was very angry at Daddy.
I'm sure we'll sort this out.
Well, what have we here? Your whole flock of mallards are here, Will. You won't have to waste any time looking for them.
Evening, Mr. Pullman.
Good night, Mrs. Mallard. I hope you and your children have a lovely fortnight at home.
Goodbye, sir.
Snakes alive!
Daddy, we brought you dinner.
Thank you.
We heard what Mr. Pullman said.
Oh, Edith. I'm so sorry. You'll come next time, I promise.
So it's true. After all this, he won't let Edith and Paul or me on board?
Yes, Louise. I think he's looking for someone to blame. He doesn't want me distracted. I'm sorry, Louise. I'm sorry, Edith and Paul.
What did we do? It wasn't our fault the boiler exploded.
You didn't do anything wrong, Paul. Truly. It was just a railroad accident. They happen. But for this trip, Mr. Pullman doesn't want you to be in danger.
That's not what he said, Daddy. He said that...
Well, I hope it's what he meant. I was really excited to bring you all out there. To show you all the places I've been. I can't do anything to change his mind. It's not in my control.
We'll come next time.
Yes, I'm sure of it. Well, you know what you'll have to do, Edith.
What, Dad?
You'll have to write enough stories and read them out to Paul to keep you both entertained until I get back. Can you do that? For Mom and me?
Yes, Dad.
But Daddy, Sam gave me a watch. He was going to teach me to be a conductor. I have to give him his watch back. Please?
I can give it to him, Paul.
But he gave it to me, and I really want to be a conductor when I grow up, so I need him to teach me.
Go ahead then. Edith, you go with him. Stick together. Give Sam the watch and then come right back here. I'll fetch our bags and we'll go to Grandma's. I'm sure she won't mind if we invite ourselves over for a few days. Now give your father a hug goodbye. He's got to get back to work.
Bye, Daddy. You have to write down all your stories so you remember them when you get home.
I will, Edie. I promise. Goodbye, Paul. Don't build the roller coaster higher than the roof until I get back.
Not even the roof of the shed?
Not even the shed.
Yes, Daddy.
I'll see you both soon enough. 2 weeks and I'll be back.
Okay, Daddy.
Go give Sam back his watch, you two. Be back here in 10 minutes.
Yes, Mama.
One rotten explosion.
It wasn't very nice of Mr. Pullman to treat us like this.
We didn't explode the boiler. We didn't do anything, really.
I know, Paul, but we can't do anything about it.
Look, there's Sam. He's over by the luggage car at the back of the train, right past the second sleeper car. Come on.
Coming, Paul.
Oh, George, the pillows are divine. Do you feel how soft this is?
Come on, Edith. Mom said to hurry.
Just stand there and smile, Mr. Pullman. 1, 2, 3.
Thank you, kind sir. You
Wait,
must send
Paul,
me a copy
there's
of the
Mr.
photograph that you
Pullman.
haven't developed.
Snakes alive!
Marvelous things, photographs. Now,
Pullman is coming out of the sleeper behind us.
I see him. He's coming to the luggage car.
If he sees us, Dad will lose his job.
He's coming towards us. Run! Run, Edith!
Where? We can't run past him. He'd see us. If we go into the luggage car, he'll catch us.
We have to hide.
After you, Mr. Pullman!
Oh,
Where?
lead the way,
Quick,
good
Paul.
sir.
He's coming to the
Did
luggage
everyone get
car.
her
Did you see that pillow cart?
The big canvas cart by the luggage car steps?
Come on, follow me.
Now, to what address
Paul,
will I send that
wait.
photograph for?
Let me think.
Think about what? He said Dad would lose his job if he sees us.
Secretary will give you the address.
Come on, Edith.
Come, this
Stay
way.
close beside
We
me.
have a
We'll
brand
climb up the
new
steps and
luggage
jump
car.
into the pillow cart.
A thing of beauty.
But Paul, my boots have mud on them. What if they get a pillowcase all dirty?
Edith, now, up the stairs and into the cart. Now, jump, Edith.
I can't.
Do it. You've got to jump.
Do you think Pullman saw us?
Now, cover yourself with pillows.
Paul, your foot is in my mouth. Shh. Do you think he saw us get in?
I don't think so. He was talking to the reporters.
You there. Porter, George, come take this excellently prepared lady's baggage.
Yes, Mr. Pullman.
Thank you, George. George, do you have your trunk?
Do you mean me, George? Or the porter, George? Or George Pullman?
Is everybody named George here?
You silly. I'm talking about my Georgie. I'm so glad I told you to pack that trunk just in case. Who knew the explosion would open up a roommate on the night train? Aren't we a pair of lucky ducks?
Lucky or gullible, time will tell. Here, Porter.
Thank you, sir. I'll bring these bags straight to your compartment.
I don't know what my boss will think when I don't show up at the courthouse on Monday.
Oh, darling, he'll understand. This is the chance of a lifetime. You can telegram him from the next station with an explanation.
I suppose I don't have any choice in the matter.
No, you don't. When fate knocks, who are we to bar the door?
Farewell, Maddie. George, I hope you have an excellent journey.
Bye-bye, Mr. Pullman. Can you believe George Pullman himself just waved us goodbye?
Hiya! You there!
Yes?
Are you going to the kitchen, my lad?
Yes, sir.
Fetch me a mug of cocoa and a chair. I'm going to greet all the passengers as they load their luggage.
I can do that, Mr. Pullman.
Oh no! He's right next to the pillow cart. This day just keeps going from bad to worse. Why won't he leave? Mama must be looking for us. We've got to get out of here. He'll leave soon. He's got to. We'll just wait until Pullman walks away. We just gotta wait him out. Can you imagine how furious he'd be if he found us hiding in his perfect pillows? I don't want to imagine that, Edith. Would you please get your foot out of my face? That's your face? Yes. Oh, I thought it was the side of the pillow cart. It's not. It's my face. Okay. Okay, no need to pinch me.
Yes, we are pioneers. With the steam engine, we have reached the perfection of rapid transit. These trains move at an annihilating pace.
Mr. Pullman, here's the chair and the hot cocoa.
Absolutely marvelous. Thank you. What was your name?
I'm Barney. It says so on my name tag right here.
Oh, yes, those infernal name tags Will Mallard is so fond of. Thank you, Barney. That will be all.
Thank you, sir.
It's nice and toasty warm in here. I wonder if Mama would get me a pillow cart instead of my old bed.
Paul, that's ridiculous.
The night train in particular is breaking open the future. It will be, mark my words, the event of the decade. And when we look back, Pullman will be the name of the 19th century.
What about the federal funding the railroad received?
The federal funding?
What's federal funding? He means the president gives the railroad companies money. Oh, how do you know that? I heard Granddad talking about it with Mama.
So you don't think the present administration gives the railroad enough support?
Hayes is a good egg, but he can't see the future.
Who do you think will give you the support you need?
Who am I endorsing in the coming election? Wouldn't you like to know?
What is he talking about now, Edith?
Politics.
What does that mean?
I don't know. It's grown-up stuff.
Every individual citizen is responsible for his own destiny. I believe that the destiny of the United States will be determined by her individual citizens. The Transcontinental Railroad is Uncle Sam's waistband. It is the hub of this country. President Hayes is a good fellow.
I'm tired.
It's already 8 o'clock. Almost bedtime.
Ohio. What can anyone from Ohio have to offer our industrialized cities?
I hope Mama isn't worried.
The next election, I think.
But Mr. Pullman can't stay here forever.
Be ready to jump out as soon as he walks away.
Now look, prohibition is nice and all, but lemonade is no substitute. The president should have a bit more respect for tradition. If any man wants my endorsement, he should be a man of tradition. And Lucy, First Lady Lucy Hayes is a piece of work between you and me.
We need to jump out as...
Lemonade Lucy.
Lemonade
in the White House.
Mr. Pullman.
Oh, would you look at that? Getting very close to our departure. Time flies. I need to check in with our driver and engineer. Walk with me.
Happily.
I have more questions.
Louise! No sign of them.
None. And none of the railroad men even noticed there were 2 children here to begin with.
I'm sure they're okay, Louise. They must have got confused in the crowd. We'll find them.
I've searched everywhere, Will. Where on earth could they be?
I don't know. Maybe they went home.
What if they didn't?
We'll find them, Louise.
They were going to give Sam back his watch and come straight back.
I'll ask Sam if he's seen them. If they're near the station, I'll find them before the train leaves.
If I were Paul, where would I go?
Grandma's. He knew that was your plan and he loves going there.
Because of Granddad's model train engines.
Yes. And Edith.
If Edith were lost, she'd go home.
We have 2 more places to look.
Mr. Mallard! Mr. Mallard, when are we leaving?
As soon as the new engine is ready, Sam.
We are already 3 hours behind. Mr. Pullman is furious.
I don't have an exact time, Sam. I'm sorry. Sam, did Paul or Edith give you back a watch?
A watch? No, I haven't seen them since the boiler blew.
Thank you, Sam. Get an estimated departure from the crew and go off of that.
Yes, sir. Will, we need to leave, and soon!
I know, Sam. Louise, Paul's guardian angel is working overtime, remember?
I sure hope so.
I'm going to have to leave soon.
I know.
What should we do?
I'll go home. If they aren't there, I'll go to Grandma's. And if they haven't seen Edith and Paul, I'll get your parents to help me walk every possible mile they could have walked.
They'll turn up soon. I'll telegram you from Omaha. I won't be able to reach you until then.
When will you be there?
Tomorrow night, if all goes smoothly.
Okay. I'll be at the station tomorrow night, and I'll send you a telegram. Tell you if I found them.
Good. I'm sorry I can't.
You have to go. I know. I'm going home right now. I love you, Will. Pray hard, Will. God protect Edith and Paul, wherever they are.
I will. I wish I could keep searching for them with you.
I know.
Where has Mallard gone?
Go!
Has he flown the coop?
I love you. Safe travels. Angels be with you.
I love you, Louise.
Mallard!
I'll be home as fast as I can.
Where is Mallard?
Go!
We are now boarding the night train. All visitors, please get off the train. We are now boarding all night train passengers.
Goodbye, Maza.
Give me a kiss goodbye, Henry. This might be the last time you see me living or breathing.
Maza, you're not even 60.
Don't you dare say my age in public, young man.
Sorry, Maza.
If I die on this journey, I'm cutting you out of my will, Henry Heinz.
Understood.
Now get along and go sell your ketchup.
Goodbye, Chicago. Oh, George, I am so excited.
Get on the train, Maddie. It's freezing on this platform.
Why is the pillow cart still on the platform? Push it up the ramp, Harold. We're about to leave.
I'll get to that there pillow card in just a minute, sir.
I'll just get it myself then. It's a wonder so many pillows can be so heavy. If you want something done right, you've got to do it yourself. There we go. All aboard!
Happy New Year, conductor.
Happy?
If you'd like.
I'll be happy once we're in California, safe and sound. But Happy New Year to you, all the same.
Thank you. We'll be in California soon enough.
I wonder how long it will take.
Well, I hope not more than a fortnight. One of my little ones has a birthday coming up.
Already 8:45 and we haven't stirred.
The good Lord's got his own clock, and it sure ain't ours.
Hang on. The whistle has got to come.
Edith, you awake? I'm so tired.
So am I. Is Mr. Pullman gone? We've got to get back to Mama.
There's the signal.
Sacramento, here we come.
On the night train at last.
You've been listening to On the Night Train, the race across America, an original audio adventure from the Merry Beggars. Come back next Sunday at 6 p.m. Central to hear Episode 3 of On the Night Train. Listen live on the relevant radio network, coast to coast at onthenighttrain.com or wherever you get your podcasts. Leave a rating and review to help others discover and enjoy On the Night Train. To catch up on episodes you've missed, to meet the Night Train passengers, and to explore the train cars, go to onthenighttrain.com. On the Night Train was written by Kylie Hatch, directed by Peter Atkinson, casting by Michaela Elise Fox, script development by Buzz McLaughlin, sound design by Kevin Conroy, sound recording by Teresa Pascal. Edith was performed by Liliana Renee Renteria. Paul was Noah Bush. Harold Milton was Callian Maston. Sam Lewis was Brian Middlestadt. Will Mallard was Gabriel Fries. Louise Mallard was Lydia Hanman. Kate Smith was Susie Kruckeberg. Professor Dopey Dad was Andrew Pond. Rudy Ackerman was Michael Woolner. Maddie Crocker was Anna Silva. George Crocker was Andrew Kerr. George Pullman was Dockham LaRose. Barney was Derek Demkowitz. Mrs. Hines was Joette Waters. Henry Hines was Derek Demkowitz. Barker 1 was Marcello Wright. Barker 2 was Daniel Breslin. And Preacher was performed by Stephen Lee Rich. The Merry Beggars is the entertainment division of Relevant Radio, bringing Christ to the world through the media.